And now we head back up to the start line. This is the big one, the national championship race for Division 3. In lane 1, we have Wesleyan, who were the fastest qualifiers. Oh, no, they were the fastest in their heat. And we've got Trinity in lane 2. Expect a strong matchup as they were the fastest qualifiers. Then Tufts lane 3, Williams lane 4, Bates lane 5, and Marietta lane 6.
Yeah, this is going to be another really interesting one. You know, we talked about this in the lead up to the second varsity 8 for the D3 men. They really shuffled the podiums around in some of those key races late in the season, the NIRC and the NERC. A little bit less movement between the medals on those podiums between these programs that we're seeing line up now here at the varsity level, which makes a little bit of sense to me. These guys are going to be the top 9 athletes from each of these programs, probably a little bit more prepared to execute consistency weekend upon weekend. So the only real movement that we were seeing between these 3 crews, Wesleyan, Trinity, and Williams, between the podiums at NIRC versus NERC, was trading the gold and silver medals between Wesleyan and Trinity, 1 each for both of these programs on each of those bookend weekends.
And they're getting ready to go. This is the big one, the one that really matters, who will be Division 3 National Championships. And they are underway. All crews off cleanly. It looks like Wesleyan have got nudged their bow ball ahead, but also expect a fast start from Trinity in the lane next to them.
Yep, it's going to be all on for the podium, really across the field. You know, Wesleyan and Trinity, I think we're looking and keeping our eyeballs on these 2 crews as potential favorites for the top 2 medals. But Tufts, I think, will have been disappointed and frustrated to have been off the podium the last couple of weekends with the rest of these competitors. So we'll expect them to challenge hard to be spoilers in lane number 3. Williams has been rounding out the podium on all of these big race weekends for the D3 men. So we'll absolutely expect them to be in the conversation as well. Bates and Marietta, gosh, I think they're going to throw absolutely everything at it in order to keep the pace, but we already see Marietta just starting to slide back in lane number 6 off the rest of the field.
And lane 2, Trinity had that early lead as we come through this opening minute. We were speaking to Nate Clark, assistant coach, on our podcast early in the year, and he was talking about the culture and the attitude of these athletes when they train individually but together over the winter, and really driving that team forward, because those winter months are where it really counts and where you really earn your stripes as you head into this regatta season.
Well, that culture is shining through brightly here in that Bantam crew. They've built their lead to about 3 seats over these crews flanking them on either side from Tufts and Wesleyan. Williams is absolutely still challenging to stay in that conversation as well, bringing the Bates Bobcats right along with them. Again, Marietta just continuing to drop back off the pace in lane number 6. Here we are riding with your current race leaders, the Bantams of Trinity, of course, just coming off a medal performance in that 2v8 just a little while ago here at Lake Natoma. So this varsity 8 hungry to back up that performance and stay very solid, kind of top to bottom in this Bantam program.
Trinity is your defending national champion in this event, having won last year at Camden.
And through that first 500, it is Trinity who lead over Wesleyan, and it's 0.1 seconds in it, so nothing to call between those 2 crews. And then Tufts marginally back as well, so all to play for. It looks like Trinity, who are trying to break open, trying to catch clear, but Wesleyan are hanging on in there. They are not going to give them an inch. It is ferocious in this final.
Yep, Trinity really front-loading this race, trying to build as much of a lead as they can, knowing that they're going to be pressed hard through this middle 1,000 meters by the competitors from Wesleyan and from Tufts. Williams looked to be putting on a brave move in that second 500 as well, just trying to draw level with the crew from Tufts, but just finding it a little bit difficult and just still in the deficit at the moment. Bates still holding on to just that half a boat length deficit on this crew from Williams, but charging hard over in lane number 5, and again growing that gap between themselves and Marietta. riding right now with the jumbos of Tufts in lane number 3. You can see the stroke man, Patrick Moran, the junior out of Rye, New York, driving the rhythm on here for the jumbos, just trying to hold off this charge from Williams, currently sitting in that 4th place position. But look at the move that we're seeing now with the momentum shift in our top 2 crews at the top of your picture from Wesleyan and Trinity. Looks like the Cardinals have found a turn of speed that have allowed them to start to make progress on this Jumbo's crew. Multiple seats of advantage going to Wesleyan, who are closely tracking this crew from Trinity.
Well, Coach McDermott very proud of the fact that that Trinity crew includes one oarsman who learned to row at Trinity, a total walk-on. They've got almost a full half a length now on their competitors from Wesleyan. Those 2 crews separated by a few miles on the same river in Connecticut. And they've done this before, and they'll probably do it again because they're both headed to Henley. So the luck of the draw hopefully will keep them apart for a while there.
These 4 crews, the D3 powerhouses. What an exciting race we have on our hands. It looked like Trinity trying to eke out even more over Wesleyan, but Wesleyan are not letting them get away one bit. They are coming back through them.
All right, Wesleyan now looking to go on the offensive here against Trinity. We're inside that last 500 meters of racing, deciding our medals for the D3 Varsity 8s. Wesleyan versus Trinity at the front of the field have opened up a gap to secure those top 2 medals between the 2 of them, and it's all on between Tufts and Williams for the bronze medal. Here we go. We're going to zoom right in on our race leaders. Trinity have been brave. They went early. They front-loaded this race to get themselves out in front to try and defend against Wesleyan, but here come the Cardinals now. It's just a matter of seats for Wesleyan to overhaul our defending national champions from Trinity.
Williams mounting a charge over in lane 4. Let's not miss out on that one too for the bronze. There's a couple of races going on and we want to see them all.
All right, right back up at the front of the pack. Wesleyan charging hard against Trinity, and Trinity looking to defend, holding on to that just a few seat margin for the Bantams over the Wesleyan Cardinals, but Wesleyan have just driven the rate on. Here they come. Wesleyan charging hard now inside the red buoys. The last few strokes are rowing to decide who will be IRA champions for the Division III men. Wesleyan closing all the time. Trinity looking to hold on for a few more strokes of rowing up to the line. Who will it be? It looks like Trinity are just managing to hold it. Oh my goodness! Couldn't have been closer for the gold and the silver, but I think Trinity have done it. A huge move from Williams over on the other side for the bronze, ahead of Tufts.
And the final time, it was Trinity who held on to win that D3 National Championships by a bow ball over the Wesleyan crew.
Holding on is exactly the word I would have used on that one. That charge by Wesleyan was epic and heroic.
And also not to miss out on that fast finishing Williams crew, who in that final 600 really funded it home to just pip that Tufts crew. So the national champions in the Division 3 Varsity 8 is Trinity over Wesleyan over Williams.